In the dim light of an electric duel, Octilus opened the game with e4, a classic, almost banal opening, as if he wanted to remind Mathieu Ball that some traditions are not broken. A strong move immediately controlling the center. In response, c5, the Sicilian defense. Of course. Why play something creative when you can copy the lines from the chess books? But it had to be admitted that c5 immediately contested the center and opened up active perspectives for black. White, without warning, sent his bishop to c4, opting for the Bowdler attack. A bold choice, certainly, but one that could just as easily pass for a joke, except that Octilus did not seem to be joking. This move immediately puts pressure on f7, but it is also premature in the Sicilian, where black often has time to respond. Black played a6, a cautious move. Perhaps too cautious, like a child clinging to his teddy bear at the edge of a battlefield. A flexible move that perhaps aimed at b5 and the development of the bishop on b7, but which lacked bite. Octilus, meanwhile, developed his knight on f3 with the energy of someone who knew what he was doing, or at least wanted to make people believe he did. A natural move that prepared the control of the center. Mathieu Ball responded with e6, consolidating his position, probably hoping that Octilus would eventually get bored and make a mistake. But White's move d3 showed a cold, almost provocative patience. Black then exploded with d5, a central break that seemed strong, but which also gave White a clear target. The White bishop retreated to b3, an elegant retreat full of strategic implications, but Black, blinded by his own audacity, advanced b5, like a drunk driver pressing the accelerator without looking at the road. A typical Sicilian expansion, but rushed here. Octilus, impassive, played a3, a preemptive move that exuded wisdom. Black, for his part, decided to push c4, chasing the bishop to a2, and perhaps congratulated himself on having finally gained some space. But arrogance has a price. The black structure is starting to be too advanced with no guarantee of stability. When Black captured on dxe4, he probably believed that the game was already his. But Octilus, with a flair for the dramatic, responded with ng5, a sly threat that must have sounded like laughter in Mathieu Ball's mind. This move targets f7 and immediately threatens tactical discoveries. Black, refusing to admit that he was on a slippery slope, captured another pawn with xd3. This could have been an impressive move if only Octilus had not prepared qf3, putting terrifying pressure on the black position. Black, now on the ropes, played nh6 to protect his king, but it was like sticking a bandage on an open fracture. And then the move that turned the game around, qxa8. Octilus captured the rook, signing a legendary act of piracy. Black, vexed, advanced his pawn to c2, a promotion threat that he hoped would be fatal. But Octilus calmly responded nc3, transforming this black pawn into a mere extra. Mathieu Ball played b7, probably more to pass the time than to really change the course of events. White castled as if to say, "Everything is fine here, take your time." Black captured with bxc3, hoping to open lines like one hopes to find gold by digging at random. Octilus, true to form, captured with bxc3, sealing a still solid structure. Then came Black's fatal blow, qd1. Perhaps they still thought they could create a miracle. Spoiler, there would be none. qxb8 put an end to all hope. Mathieu Ball, in despair, castled as if to say, "Look, I have a safe king now." But Octilus, implacable, played bsh6, exposing the black king like a character in a Greek tragedy in full fall. Black, cornered, captured a rook with qxa1, but it was too late. rxa1 closed the debate. Mathieu Ball gave up, probably wondering why he hadn't just spent the afternoon doing something else, like playing darts. Octilus, on the other hand, didn't just win. He turned the game into a masterclass, with a touch of cruel humor in every move. Threats are better than execution. This quote summed the game perfectly. Mathieu Ball spent his time threatening, pushing his pieces, trying daring moves, but without ever really executing a coherent plan. Octilus, on the other hand, knew how to exploit each threat, each mistake, to finally execute a relentless plan. The lesson? Threats are not enough. It's execution that makes the difference. And sometimes, as in this game, execution can be as cruel as a sarcastic laugh.